What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Cafecito episode
Cafecito
with
Time Podcast, Chingo Bling.
and me, Marisol.
Inhale the good shit. There's still some good shit out there. Inhale it. Exhale all the demonic bullshit. Those microplastics taste great.
I don't know what to say.
It's all satanic, it's all demonic, and we told you so.
Who's told you so?
Conspiracy theorists.
Well,
People that weren't all in, the reason I say we told you so is because once you start waking up and peeping the matrix, and once you start, doubting the people that they bring out on TV. Like, for example, Stephen Colbert. Stephen Colbert, he's the type of court jester they wheel out to run cover. He did a whole little skit on his show. They're talking about this crazy conspiracy theory called Pizzagate that alleges that Hillary Clinton and John Podesta were trafficking kids in the basement of a
But he's on InfoWars, right? Or no, what's
Stephen Colbert is mainstream.
Oh, I know who you're talking about now. Never mind, the glasses. Yeah.
All on TV, all in the video. I don't know if he's still on air, but these are the type of people that they'll wheel out to just muddy the waters.
Well, listen.
And run cover.
The funny thing is this. A while back, do you remember we were sitting at the breakfast table? Mm-hmm. And I said to you, this, this praising of Donald Trump is like getting extreme. Like, I'm starting to feel like he's the Antichrist. Do you remember?
Some people were just too...
It was too, all
in.
I love Trump.
Can't do nothing wrong.
I can't. There's nothing he can do wrong. He's just the perfect person, and no one is perfect.
So, every time he bombs another country?
Every time he was doing something, it was like, there's nothing wrong with it. All the decisions he's making are just great. And I just remember, we were sitting at the breakfast table, and I just said, I feel like he's the Antichrist. I feel like there's something else happening. It's so weird. Now, it's like they have him by the balls. He's on the Epstein list.
They gave him a whole bunch of money.
Yeah,
also.
And he's bending the knee now to... Oops, I forgot I have my water down there. Sorry, guys. Mm-hmm. He's bending the knee to the... to we know who. Mm-hmm. And I just kind of feel like... I thought he was the hope that Americans really needed. And, it's funny because you can't say any of these things, right? If you voted for Trump and now you're kind of like, wait a second. It's like, oh, but you voted for him, remember? Mm-hmm. Remember? You voted for him. So,
you caused all this.
You caused all this. Well, this chaos had already began. And I think DT came in and pretty much finished it off, in my opinion, because I feel like I don't know how you fix any of this. I don't know how you fix these protests over ICE. I don't know how you fix these Epstein files. They weren't wanting them to be released, and it was like, it's not a big deal.
It was like, vote for me and I'll release them.
However, the one guy with the long beard that you watch,
the Navy SEAL guy,
SEAL guy. When he said, y'all so worried about this.
Like, what y'all gonna do?
What are y'all gonna do? Exactly.
Like,
it's exactly.
Y'all know enough. It's like, yeah, but we want to know more. It's like, okay, once you know more, then what are you gonna do?
So then that's where I feel like people we are so divided as a country, right? There is no left or right anymore. There isn't.
What do you mean?
I just feel like there's no Democrat or Republican because now they're all on the files.
It's a charade. Yeah.
It's like there's no right or left. It's just all a big mess. And so I feel like if we as people really came together and said, okay, guys, do you realize that you were really
Do you realize who you're paying your taxes to?
Right.
And what they're doing with it.
And also the whole thing with the trans thing, how it was pushed. Do you not realize that this stuff was fed to you and you convinced yourself that your little 4-year-old, 5-year-old child needs to have their body mutilated by taking hormones so that they can grow up and feel like feel like, I don't know, whatever they feel inside,
Whatever
right?
the argument
Whatever
is.
the, exactly. It's like you still don't realize that this was all like a part of their plan. Like I
They
feel like this was all part of their plan. I
they
feel
discussed that
like,
in the files.
and I feel like that's the reason why the ones that I called the original gays were so like, the fuck are y'all talking about? Like you're either lesbian, you're either gay, you know, and bisexual, or you like to cross dress. Like that's all there is.
That
There
was the
wasn't
limit.
there was like no extra stuff, like, you know. And then all this stuff started coming, and it's like that. I've said this 100 times, so I'm not going to elaborate on it. But I know for a fact that those
Like a big psyop.
like like a big psyop, huge.
Almost as if it's a huge matrix, almost as if it's this global cabal spider web of people puppeteering. And the reason I say that is because pandemics came up in the emails. Mm-hmm. Let's ramp up the trans talk was all in the emails. Say, how can we push this trans thing? And I just feel like people need to unplug. And like what you said earlier, these labels of, are you a Trump supporter? Are you a MAGA? Are you a lefty? Are you are you lib? Are you progressive? All these labels are so mixed up and pretty much meaningless when you're out there. You don't know what you're fighting for. Like you're gonna end up getting caught in some kind of crossfire. Like you're just a pawn in their larger chess game of, like, for example, I said this morning. I think we're like having breakfast, and you showed me a thing of like ICE kidnapping happening right now, whatever, and people screaming, and the guy's like, "Ayúdame," whatever, and it's like somebody's gonna get hurt again, and things are gonna ramp up more, and it's like all this outrage is getting directed away from this cabal. You know what I'm saying? This demonic, satanic, global cabal. It's so crazy because like, it's like we're just a couple doing a podcast in our living room. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, oh, let's talk about current events. But like out the gate, we got to go in on this matrix because it's like, where do we begin? First of all, the fact that Pizzagate got leaked in the WikiLeaks emails years ago, John Podesta's emails years ago. You got hold on real quick. You got Obama ordering $65,000 worth of hot dogs and whatever else. They talking about pizza and this, that, and the third. And not to mention, this episode is gonna go up on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like it's gonna detect and pick up every little thing we're saying. And the media has been covering for these people. And I just feel like, for as long as I can remember, I've always been very like against the grain and just like underground, like not really fit in. Like you didn't really fit in Hollywood. You don't really fit in the music industry. And it's kind of like, oh, thank God. Because now you're starting to see like, because I know like Jay-Z had heard about me. Like back when I was having all these meetings, we were like probably gonna like they were starting Rock La Familia. He had some Dominican dude, one of his people in his crew over that. But anyway, thank God I never got mixed in with any of those people. But what I was saying earlier about when you said, look, breaking news, some ICE thing. I said, look, unfortunately, there's probably gonna be some type of sniper type situation. The stuff in Minneapolis, if that doesn't stay contained, it's gonna spread. You have these different cells, and basically, things are moving in a direction where we can't even agree on anything. Like some people are mad at ICE for different reasons. And some of the people that are mad at ICE for other reasons will probably be mad at the other people's reasons. Or some people that are mad at Trump for different reasons still won't be able to see eye to eye with people who hate Trump.
That's what I'm saying. We're probably never going to agree 100%. But what I do feel that needs to happen is we do need to come together because this is too much. This is too much. Like the kid kidnapping, the
bread and circus.
I already said
it's
this.
Like Rome falling.
I know like people are gonna get like feel a certain kind of way about this, but I feel like if you have been here at least 10 years plus and you can prove that you've been paying your taxes and then you've been contributing, we got to find some kind of middle ground. Like, what is it that we do? Is it, hey, put in your process and we'll see? I don't know. I don't know what it is. But if you came in during the Biden administration, I just feel like we can't have you here because you came in with these caravans and all these people. The people that have been here for a long time, one, I don't know why you haven't applied to fix anything. I think people's argument is like, oh, if their child is here, they can't apply for their parent until they're 21. But can't you apply for can't you like apply to like get a green card or something?
The reason they're not going to fix this system is because they need it to stay broken. Like, they need to be able to disappear 300,000 kids. You know what I'm saying? They need to be able to have something to win votes. Like, these people at the Grammys need to have CAA, their agency, tell them what pin to wear and what to say so that we can all focus on that. Meanwhile, it's like Pusha T. Why are you up there? You know what I mean? Like,
it's like I told you, like my friend that it took her 28 years to become a citizen. It's like, why did it take her 28 years? Like, damn.
They need it to stay the way it is because that's how they're able to get votes and manipulate people emotionally and divide.
That makes total sense.
And divide people. It's like, why are we going to do it in a just way? Like, there's all these old clips of Hillary Clinton's that says, and if you're a criminal, you will be deported, and you got to learn English, and you got to pay a stiff fine if you've been here.
Okay, I do feel like you have to learn English. Only because if you went to go live in Germany, you think they're going to just happily provide an interpreter for you because you don't speak German?
No, we're the most generous country.
You came here, you decided to live here, so you need to assimilate to what we do, what our life.
Like if I go to Dubai or Japan and I like it and I decide to stay and bring my family and get, social services and this, that, and the third, that's not gonna fly.
Well, yeah, there's no social services if you're not a citizen of their country anywhere
Japan,
else.
Japan don't play that.
Yeah.
A lot of countries, I guess we don't have to go too deep into it, but like the people who control our government, they want to flood us. You know what I'm saying? They want to weaponize certain people. Like, they're like, nah, you need 80,000 Somalians in Minnesota or whatever. Like, they don't, for example, there are some countries that are not very diverse, Israel. Israel don't play that in that where they live. But a lot of the shots that they call for others and things that they kind of, we got to flood you. We got to flood you. We got to flood you with ideology. Not to them. Oh, no. We don't. No. But over here, see what I'm saying? So we're just the dummies. We're just the dummies working hard, paying for everything and for everybody. And the sooner people unplug from the matrix, the better, because...
What does unplugging look like, though?
Better get right with God. That's number one.
Okay.
Because it's interesting, right? Like, literally this morning, we were sitting here having our coffee, like right in this room hours ago, and we're just sitting there, and I'm just thinking, like, wow, like it's literally like a matrix. It's like, what is it, Bobby Boucher's mom? That's like, everything's Satan, everything's demonic, and it's kind of like, yeah.
No, yeah, literally.
Yeah, a lot of it is. And when you, like that movie, I think it's called They Live. It's from the 80s. I got to go back and watch it. I was a kid. But homeboy, Roddy Piper, he's got the glasses. And then when he sees, and it just says like, obey, he could see like the reptilians. You know what I'm saying? Do you remember that? Oh, my God. It's a popular meme now, but it'll be like, for example, and I want to say this. I'm talking all this mess. But when the Super Bowl happens, I'm still going to be there like a good little goy. Eating my...
Wings, my ass wings.
Yeah, I mean, they probably going to be, I don't know how these chickens were raised, but I'm going to be eating that little, whatever they did, however they treated them chickens, I'm gonna be eating it, and I'm gonna be watching the bread and circus. You know what I mean? As Rome falls. So I'm talking all that mess, but I'm still gonna watch. I'm still gonna be a good goer and watch the Super Bowl. But
I mean, he do make good music though.
no, I mean no, he's talented. He's talented, but that's a whole other subject, right? 'Cause we could be here and be like, bro, do you really have to wear skirts all the time? Do you really have to paint your nails all the time?
You
Like,
know, I was thinking about that the other day because they showed this evolution of Bad Bunny of when he first started, how like very hip hop reggaetonish he looked, and then he like just started turning into warping
Androgynous.
into this. Like all of a sudden the nails were painted and the earrings and
you
they
start-
they started to he started to be more feminine and it's
yeah.
like, oh, it's creative, it's how he's expressed himself and blah 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 and blah blah blah. And I'm just thinking like, okay, it's interesting, right? Because look at this. You know, people in Dubai and all those countries, they wear those long batas, right? The men do, right? But it's weird how it doesn't look so feminine on them, or it's not like it's like part of their culture, right? It's like something that they wear, and I mean, there's some that are to the nines, right?
it's
They're like
fitted
badass.
It's fitted and tailored in a way to where it's still masculine.
Yeah, to them, you know. So it's like I think about that, but they're not painting their nails. I don't know. I've never seen any. They're not painting their nails. They're not wearing 2 earrings. They're not wearing a little bit of lip gloss. They're not doing all those things, right? But anyway, I was watching that, and then with everything happening with all the Epstein files and the things you have to do probably to basically like the sell your soul type of thing, you know, I just thought to myself, who sat him down and said, okay, I know you got this look right here, but we're going to have to change it. Like, we're going to just give him like a pow. And you're going to come out wearing a dress. Actually, in your video, I want you to wear fake boobs to like make it
'Cause
seem
you're an
like,
artist.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
You're
fine.
pushing
And now
boundaries.
it's like, oh yeah. And everybody in the meeting, it's like, hell yeah, that's funny. And,
Yeah.
you know, it's pictured a different way. So I feel like in a way, he's kind of been brainwashed himself by the people who are paying him.
I'll put it to you like this. Do you think they're going to let you on GQ magazine and be masculine? No. Masculinity is under attack. They're not going to let you be you and be masculine. No, that you won't make it to that level. So the point is, once you make it to those circles of rare air where you got to act surprised when you win that Grammy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bro, you're not surprised.
You don't think he is?
No.
But you don't think he feels okay? Even if he knew, you don't still think?
Well, I'm not a mind reader,
But I
but-
feel like, yes, I agree. You've already been told, hey, bro, you're gonna probably win. Like it looks like you're gonna win.
Super
like I
Bowl's
pretty
in a
much,
couple
yeah.
weeks.
So you're gonna definitely win.
Hey, last year was the I don't even know what they were pushing last year. Ukraine. Last year was the Ukraine Grammys. This is the Ice Out Grammys.
Okay, but my thing is when he sat there and did that, and he shed a little tear, right?
And he said, "We're not anymore."
I still, at some point, I want to think that he kind of thought to himself, because he wasn't always Bad Bunny, right? So he must have been poor
He
and
was
then,
Benito.
right, and he comes from humble beginnings,
He's
right?
an artist.
And so I'm sure he had to have thought, there's a thing with being told, hey, bro, you won. But then you're at the
but
actual
also,
place.
hold on, let me ask you this though. Let's say you're emotional and you didn't know, and Marisol just won a Grammy. Are you gonna start walking straight up as you're processing it with your "just in case I won" speech, or are you gonna sit there for 15 seconds? No one in the history of Grammys. It's like, come on, bro. It's like, how theatric are you being that you're gonna? Oh, they're still clapping. Everybody else has to rush. Hurry up, say your stuff and move. We're cutting a commercial. It's a production. But you have 15 seconds before you go up there and say, I am not anymore. It's like no one's ever done this for that long. It's like, oh my God. At most, it's like high five, hug, boom, and now I'm walking up.
Yeah, I didn't think about it like that.
I
did not. I just
I mean,
honestly
you're
thought.
Bad Bunny. Like, you're propped up already. Like they've already, like, I get it. You have the accolades, you have the streams and all this, but it's like you already know when you're in. Like when you're in the matrix, when you're like chosen, when you're a mouthpiece and a spokesperson. I'll put it to you like this: what if he decided not to say nothing about ICE? That's your last Grammy. Bitch, you had an assignment. I bet they'd be like this. What the fuck? Is he not gonna say it?
Okay, then how did Jelly Roll Jelly Roll got away with giving a whole accept God? He's for everybody.
And they made him look crazy.
You know?
They just said, "Oh, he's crazy." Like, we'll see.
And then he's
the part. Oh, I'm just a dumb redneck. I don't want to talk politics.
Yeah. And that's fine. He doesn't want to be in it. He doesn't want to.
But a lot of people also, as many people as say, hey, he wants to stay neutral. He don't want to make no statement. Sure, good, smart. He's allowed. That's fine. Nothing's going to happen to him for just being neutral and talking about Christ. There's also a million people that will sit here and argue with you and say, he don't really deserve to be right. It's almost like, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like he was selected also in a way. You know what I'm saying? Think about how big country music is, how much talent is out there. Mm-hmm. They're like, okay, so you're telling me the fat boy with the face tattoos that used to rap not that long ago? And I mean, I know Jelly from back in the day, but I'm just telling you what other people are. They're kind of like, really, bro? All of a sudden, you're the face of country music?
I don't know that he's the face. I don't take it. I think you're reading too much into it. I think you've gone down. I
know how the industry works.
Well, I know you do, but I don't feel like that was it.
So let me guess. The way radio works is they go through all the songs that ever got made, and then they pick the best ones, and then that's what they play. Or does it have anything to do with who you signed
payola,
with?
yeah. I mean, I know that there's people like who are.
So then it's not an organic.
But he was a good artist before.
He was underground.
Yeah, and he was good. He was
on YouTube.
Yeah.
With braids. And,
yeah.
Fresh out of prison. Cool
sure,
story.
Yeah. So I don't feel like.
But then the cream rose to the top, basically.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's possible to be noticed, and they see potential, and it's like I do.
All right.
I still feel like that's a thing.
So basically.
And who's he signed with?
Jay-Z. So let me ask you this then. He's with one of the biggest record labels out. And it doesn't happen by accident. So let me ask you this. So Jay-Z is where he is, strictly off talent.
No, we already know Jay-Z is.
So then all of a sudden the industry also
But he is talented.
No, yeah, he could rap.
Yeah.
But, I mean, some people would allege he had a hand, he played a role in Pimp C's death. And that might be a conspiracy theory.
I thought Pimp C was an overdose.
In a hotel where some people saw someone leaving the room. It was like, what was it? Something about the way the door was locked or not, locked.
I never heard of that.
He was like, it looked like he was like praying. I don't know, but some people would allege, Jay-Z. But, that's all hearsay, and I'm not an expert on it. But what I'm saying is, the industry, let's not sit here and pretend that the industry is pure.
It's not.
And that the cream rises to the top and it's a meritocracy. And those that are outplaced all on the TV, saying their little thing that they're supposed to say, just did it because they're talented.
Okay. Funny you say that, because I did wonder how that Morgan Mooney girl and Lainey Wilson, and I don't know how that works, even though everybody thinks because you're a vendor at the rodeo that you know all the behind the scenes. It's hilarious. They also think you have all these hookups because you're part of the rodeo. I get no hookups. I get to get into into the carnival for free, and it's just because I have a vendor badge. But that's about it. I don't get nothing else for free. So anyway, I've been asked if there's any way I can hook them up with certain things. And I'm just like, What? I need the hookup.
Like a
What
meet and greet or something?
just like behind the scenes, like, are you able to go backstage? I'm like, what? No, I'm like working at the booth.
People are like, hey,
I'm a
so
carny, guys.
people are like, hey, so like, what's it like on the island?
Yeah.
You're
I'm
like,
like,
I've never been to the
yeah, I'm
island.
like, I'm a carny. I sit with, like, back here. We're like trying to make $1.15 in there. Where the animals are, yeah, that's kind of where we are. Anyway, I was wondering why, like, I feel Ella Langley is bigger than the Morgan Mooney girl and Lainey Wilson,
But
but it's Lainey Wilson and Morgan Mooney that are
performing at the
performing
rodeo?
at the
The Houston
rodeo.
rodeo?
And so, and maybe it was because she's kicking off her tour, but I didn't see no tour dates like that would conflict. But
That's your
just
rabbit hole.
and I was just like, she's got so many like #1 hits. Why didn't she get chosen for the rodeo? Is she too expensive? Is she not affordable? Because I don't see that because she's still performing in smaller venues, you know? Like,
And when it comes to the Houston rodeo, I don't think like, hey, I'm not performing because they couldn't afford me. That's
no,
rare.
there's money in the rodeo.
Yeah.
And that's how
And-
they're able to give a gazillion scholarships.
And it's a big opportunity for the artists.
Yes.
So
Yes. So I was kind of wondering about that. So, I mean, going back to what you were saying, like, you know, I started thinking about what you say, like how you think it's all by design, right? So I was like, has she not sold her soul yet? Is that the reason why she didn't get chosen to be pushed for the rodeo type thing? You know, I don't know.
I want to get into that sell your soul stuff. That's got to be the next topic. But since you're talking about rodeo, where are you going to be?
Oh, so this weekend, actually Super Bowl Sunday,
Okay.
I will be at the Amigas Forever Valentine's. It's a Benito Valentine's Day event. So it's happening from 10 to 3 p.m. on the Esplanade off of Navigation. So if you're, you know, from that side of town, you know exactly where it is. It's from 10 to 3, and they're doing a Benito look-alike contest. This market is always amazing because they go all out and they're so great at, you know, promoting it, and they give the most awesome swag bags, you know, so they line up early. Usually when we're setting up, guys, the line's already started, and we set up at 8 o'clock. So
Yeah, they're legit.
They're legit. So if you guys want to kill some time before the Super Bowl, come see me between 10 to 3 p.m. I'll be out there.
Okay. For some reason, this phone doesn't update with my tour dates because I know we're doing Conroe.
The
And I don't
27th and the 28th.
So then when is Plano?
Plano
Oh, no, February.
is-
February's Conroe.
Yes.
27, 28. Okay, I don't know what's up with this phone. It's a conspiracy. All right, so look, here's where I'm going to be. February 12th, Kingsville, Texas. February 12th. This is Valentine's weekend. Kingsville, Texas. Pull up on your boy. I know you ain't got nothing else to do. Edinburgh, February 13th at the historic Citrus
Make
Theater.
it a Valentine's Day event because that's Valentine's Day.
I mean, Theo Juve is going to pass out roses and stuff like that. I'm trying to book an acoustic act. I got to talk to management about budgets, but I want to book like an acoustic singer to, you know, make it a nice
Serenade.
Yeah, make it a nice date night. In Immokalee, Florida, February 21st. It's called the Seminole Casino. February 21st. There's rumors on TikTok that I'm not going to be there and this and that, and that they're going to try to cancel me. No, February 21st, I will be in Immokalee, and tickets are already selling. And then Conroe, shout out to Conroe. I've never performed there, but downtown Conroe, they have the Riot Comedy Club just opened. February 27th and 28th, a whole weekend right here in the greater Houston area. Waco, March 6th. Plano, March 27th to the 28th. El Paso, April 16th to the 18th. All tickets and info on chingobling.com. Now, let's talk about, you said selling your soul. Okay. A lot of people have gone down the Beyonce rabbit hole. I'm still tripping on Jay-Z. Explain to me what the obsession and connection is. Like, how did it all go down with this Marina Abramovich lady, the lady who was named like the director of the Ministry for Children in Ukraine, which is like lots of human trafficking, child trafficking happening in that part of the world. So like Jay-Z, explain to me why you had to be forehead to forehead all rapping in the video with this lady with the long hair and like, you know what I'm saying? Can you imagine like somebody from the hood, like from Marcy, Brooklyn projects with Jay-Z, like, Jay, who's it? Oh man, she connected, dog. Like how, who? Politicians. And it's like, now knowing what we know, you mean the spirit cooker, Marina Abramovich? Jay-Z, you got a whole lot of explaining to do. And like people would always ask me, hey bro, you've been in the music thing for a long time. Have you ever seen any weird seances or rituals? And it's always like, no, I haven't personally because I guess I didn't get out of the underground. I was never in them type of rooms. Thank God for protecting me and making my music not good. To where I did not break out of that underground. But now knowing what we know, it's like, I wouldn't doubt, you know, like there's pictures of like Obama with young kids and he's got the Band-Aid over that middle finger and they say that's part of like this blood thing that they do.
Oh my God, what?
How is this blowing your mind?
I had not heard that.
I mean, so they're giving us crumbs of information. And as we've already said, we're on, I don't even know how many minutes. Okay, we're a half hour in. And we've already said that in the Epstein emails, he's talking about like, oh yeah, I like him for Supreme Court justice. Like, bro, we're literally ruled by satanic pedophiles, and they're discussing pandemics. Hey man, we should probably set one off. They're discussing the trans stuff. How do we up the ante? How do we push that more? Like he's just sitting there on his little laptop, his little island, almost like he's.
And they say he's still alive.
Almost like he's like the real president. You know what I'm saying? Where it's kind of like he just wakes up. Yeah, I got I got Prince Edward's coming over and George Clooney and, you know, Leonardo DiCaprio, whatever. They're going to pull up around 4. We'll probably have dinner and probably send them somebody to their room. But then tomorrow's where the real fun kicks off and we're going to have the drums and the fire. I don't know. But it is beyond your imagination.
So back, okay, let's go to that. Because Alex Jones has shown videos of back in the days. What was that?
That's in California. It's called with the owl. I know the comments are screaming it. Bohemian Grove.
Okay, and that's part of another little.
Yeah, that was like from what I could tell, basically like a gathering of powerful people, and there's this weird symbolism, and a lot of occult type of stuff. And I don't know too many specifics as to like what type of rituals or what, like, are they actually killing somebody there? Maybe that stuff don't happen there. I think it's maybe happening other places. But it still points to the fact that a lot of these perverts that rule over us and get on TV, you know what I mean? Talking about I'm from the government and you need to and you need to vaccinate your kids. Oh, by the way, who owns the textbooks? Who put them textbooks in our school system? Ghislaine Maxwell's daddy, who was Mossad agent. So you're letting these people basically mold your children.
And that's going back to like setting it up to where they sent moms to work so that they would have to send them to these places. It goes back to like, I feel like the cost of living is so high to where a single parent household with one income is too hard to do nowadays. It's like you have to really like live super duper on a budget. I mean, to be able to do that.
It's like, it's almost as if they studied it for thousands of years, how to do that over and over again.
Because even like, you know, the most, you know, people, the thing, I mean, and then it goes even further because it's like, well, we're on one income. We've got to buy groceries. We've got to pay light bill. We got to pay all these bills, right? But then they make groceries so high to where you have to choose even like you can't even buy the good stuff, right? Because, you know, you can't afford it.
Meanwhile,
you have to stay within the budget of it's like if you have a household of 6, let's just say you have, you know, 3 kids, right? And I don't know, like your mom lives there too, and now you and your husband, right? So now it's all of y'all, and you're taking care of your mom too. So all of y'all are in the household. You've got to figure out how to feed all these people. So you're going to probably, if you're Hispanic, right? Because this is how I know like how it worked. It was pretty much you're going to have rice. You're pretty much going to have beans, right? But what's the meat? Or if you've Americanized, you're probably going to have to buy something that, like frozen, right? Like frozen nuggets, frozen fries, anything that can serve big quantities to where it's not a lot. It doesn't cost a lot to purchase it, but you know it can get y'all through, I don't know, maybe like a whole week and a half until you have to buy groceries again.
So
and then you got to budget for it. So I'm saying they did it. This is all by design. You know what I'm saying? Taking the mother to have to go to work because they can't afford to be on one income. Now the mom has to go to work. Now you have to send your child to public school, and they'll hold them there from 7:45 until 3:20.
Now you got to pay double taxes.
And now, you know what I'm saying? Now you're paying school taxes. Now you're paying your taxes.
Well,
you're paying
the 2 income taxes.
2 income, everything. So it's like it's all by design.
Basically, suckers. It's all by design.
It's all by design. And so like
meanwhile, you're trying to save up money. They're printing it.
And it's like, what
all
does
a scam.
our future look like? And it's like, you'll never own your home technically, even when you pay it off. You're still paying taxes on a house you already been paying taxes on.
Bro, they literally gave y'all files and said, now what? Now what you gonna do?
Exactly. They gave us
You
files.
gonna go to work, and you're gonna pay your taxes, and you're gonna try to save up. Meanwhile, we printing more money.
And then the value of $1 is going to be what?
Paper.
And that's what I mean. Like, this is all like crazy. And call us crazy, right? We had this conversation.
Well, they call me everything.
Well, you know, like, we had this conversation this morning, and I hate talking about this, y'all. When I tell y'all I do, and it's true. My mom has told me this since I was a child. She goes, she'd tell me about things or like want to have a conversation. I'd be like, oh yeah, like I don't want to talk about it. Like just leave me alone.
Ignorance is bliss. Like it's like that dude in the Matrix that said, I'm ready to sell out Neo, but let me eat that fake steak. I just want to feel that fake steak. And do you remember that?
I need to watch it over again.
Where it's the little guy with the he's got like a little goatee and like a bald head, I think. And he basically sold out Neo to the agents. That's why the Matrix is a cool metaphor. But even though it was all a simulation construct, he was still willing to do it to take the blue pill, to remain ignorant. Ignorance is bliss, and to eat his fake steak in this simulation.
Yeah.
Just to be like, hey, I'm not in that little battleship with Morpheus in them no more. Talking about, you know what I mean, run to a phone booth and
Yeah. Yeah, I was, you know, I think I told you, like, I went on a school tour for Sunny. Not because I don't want to homeschool her as well, but, you know, if you're a parent, you know, each one of your child is different. And, you know, I feel like Sunny really takes better direction from a teacher than she does from
someone that ain't her mom.
Someone that's not her mom. So, you know, I was like, well, let me give this a try, since I knew a few of her friends from her current school had also applied to get into this little charter school. So I was like, okay, let me try it. She got in. I went to the tour, and I honestly don't know how our parents did it, but I know that it was such a different time. They hadn't exposed all this craziness, right?
Yeah, I mean, I went to school.
Yeah.
My parents sent me off to school.
Yeah, same, my mom, you know?
Because that's what you're supposed to do.
And it's funny, I think I told you this story when I was
you're reading about dinosaurs and that the world is spinning and it's round and all that stuff.
Yeah, I remember being in kindergarten or pre-K, one of those. I think I told you, and the truancy officer came to our house knocking on the door. And so it was because my mom didn't send me to school. And so I finally decided to ask my mom the other day when we were talking. I said, I was thinking about something. I said, she goes, I don't even remember that. I said, yeah, Grandma was at the house. I was in my room playing, and I remember I looked through the door, and I mean, through the window, and I remember the truancy officer coming and knock on our door. She goes, well, I just remember thinking, like, I can't believe you're so little and you're going to school, so I'm just gonna like keep you here. And it's true. They're so little, and you're just saying, here you go, you can have my child. You know,
Bro.
and you're going to be the one to educate my kid. And so then I already knew the answer about if I was going to send Sunny to school or not. I had already made up my mind. I already knew I was going to have to come up with the most creative way to homeschool her because she doesn't lend herself the way Penny does. So I already knew that I was going to have to come up with the most creative way. I was going to have to really be
Super engaging.
like really
tutor.
like I'm going to have to like paint my face like a clown to literally
just,
teach her.
Illustrate an idea.
Yes. So I already knew that. And I was prepared for that. I knew that in my mind. But I just remember, I mean, to the point where like I talked to you and I said, I think I'm going to have to get rid of their business inside the store because it requires me to be at the store 2 times a week versus if I just keep my brand there because now I'll have homeschooling too, blah, blah, blah. So like all those things were like in place. And then going to the school and just watching them sit there like little robots and, you know, walking in a single file line. It literally kind of low-key kind of gave me this like weirded vibe. And I realized that we are taught to be like little prisoners, you know, like we're okay with following the rules. We're okay with being told when to talk and when not to talk. Raise your hand to say something. Read this book because we said so, you know?
The government school is the best education for your child. Before I forget, I'm still tripping on how you got so freaked out over the Band-Aid on Obama's hand as he's in the photo with the kid, and you're just like, wait, what? It's a lot worse than that. Lets me know you have not dug into the files.
I have not.
But listen, let me just throw this out there, right? Ellen DeGeneres, her set looking like The Island. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hold on, dog. It's too many coincidences. What's his name? Jerry Seinfeld. There's this show that he does called, I think it's from that show, like Coffee with Comedians, or comedians in the car getting coffee, whatever. And he's sitting there with Jimmy Fallon, and they went to some diner, and they're about to have pancakes. Oh, you're about to have the best pancakes. Jerry Seinfeld makes a joke, air quotes, where he says, and again, it's out of context because there's all these clips circulating. And he says, you know you're about to have a good pancake because it has the same consistency of tender human flesh or something as he's cutting into it. And I'm just like, hold up, dog. People don't really joke like, what do you know? Normal people don't, that's not even on now maybe because it's on everybody's radar. But like years ago, nobody jokes like that. Nobody is gonna cut into a pancake with their friend on camera and make a joke about cannibalism.
Yeah.
And then
I don't know
what
if
happened
that's
with
ever crossed one.
what happened with the mattresses that they found under that quote unquote synagogue, air quote synagogue in New York, the tunnels. Y'all, we just
heard
everybody.
about that.
Oh man, everybody done moved on. And
Well, I think we moved on from everything.
every week it's a new outrage.
Everything is that's what that and it goes back to what I kept saying this morning. It's like, guys, if we just came together, we don't have to agree on everything. That's what makes us human. Duh. You know what I'm saying? But they getting us.
Yeah, stop being so. If you're from the other side of the political aisle or whatever, because I mean it's all bullshit anyway. But piggybacking off what you said, it's like stop being so damn negative and hateful towards your neighbor.
Yeah.
It's like y'all are quick. It's like, bro, if you use that same energy, if you kept that same energy towards these other government agencies as you have towards this one, then maybe we make some progress. You know what I mean? Like, if you kept that same energy for all this stuff that's coming out versus, oh yeah, once upon a time you voted for somebody. It's like, I voted for Obama too. What's your point? And if anything, I feel dumb for voting, period. What's your point? No, because once upon a time. Okay, we can't even have no convo because we probably agree on a lot right now, but you're not asking me any questions. I'll tell you in the comments. You're just not asking me any questions. You coming out with labels. And it's like, I really don't like labels now more than ever. Like, please don't label me.
Mm-hmm.
You a blah, blah, blah supporter. Or weren't you down with blah, blah, blah movement? It's like, bro, I do not like labels. Ask me some other questions on, and we probably agree on a lot.
Yeah. I mean, the whole MAGA movement.
I mean, the concept of putting America first and making America great again is a great concept.
And
but,
it should
but,
be
but
that
your
way,
if your
though.
policies, yeah, it should. But if your policies ain't really matching up, or you really just ain't moving how we need you to move,
He
on
got
certain
us, though.
things.
I saw this clip from this guy. I think Marissa sent it to me. And he says, I think it's actually a jiu-jitsu podcast. It's called Something Fight or something. And the guy that he's interviewing, it was like, yeah, I kind of knew early on about Trump. Like, because he was saying, man, Trump really got us. The fighter was. He was like, he really got us. Like,
It wasn't Jake Shields? No? Okay.
talk to them and let me see who it was. Hold on. Talk to them.
Yeah, she's about to look that up. But yeah, if you're just joining us, this is Cafecito time, and we talk about a lot of stuff. As you can see, we don't really shy away, like some smart people would. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some smart people, it's just smarter sometimes to just play dumb, play slow, and don't comment on everything. Just let it play out, and just lay low and play slow. Act like you really ain't, like, what? You know? You know how to check your DMs?
Yeah.
That's not how it is.
Oh, it's not?
No.
Okay.
Down there.
Okay, thank you. If you wonder why I never respond to your DMs, that's probably why.
But long story short,
Let's see,
we need
Marissa.
Obama to answer about this email about these $65,000 hot dogs. Like,
Oh, yeah, what's his
I
name?
need to see some receipts. Jake
yeah,
Shields.
that's him. Yeah,
I need to see some receipts.
this
You
guy.
want to turn it up so they can hear it?
I understand why people bought into it, but I was saying things about Donald Trump a decade ago, but he looked like the best option. I can see why people fell into it.
We want someone to believe in. We need it.
Yeah.
So I understand why these people can't give it up, because they need something. They can't give up hope. They don't want to admit that he's a complete fucking Jewish puppet. It's so hard to admit you've been fooled, but
He's literally taken America into one big, massive humiliation ritual. It's an embarrassment.
it's the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen. Like, when Benjamin Netanyahu visited the White House, he handed him a golden pager. That is a death threat. We all know that. And then he goes and pulls his chair out for him. Like, it was just an humiliation ritual. What a fucking disappointment, Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like he's going to come out on TV and be like, by the way, when you vote for me, I'm just going to do what BB says. You know, by the way, these are the people that gave me a lot of money and they got me by the balls. They're not going to tell you that. So
I don't think they had him by the balls yet. I think they had him by the balls when the ear thing happened.
you think they missed him on purpose?
I don't
Or was
think.
it just
I
fake?
think it was an accident that he actually turned. It was a coincidence, and not an accident. I think
so-
it was a coincidence that he accidentally turned. I mean, those are natural gestures. You can't really plan. All right, on 5
wait
seconds.
a minute. Wait, so then J.D. Vance was going to be... Wait, he was still campaigning. He wasn't in yet.
When he got shot?
He hadn't won yet. He was like,
Really?
he was campaign. Basically, he was whooping Kamala's behind. He was like up in the polls, had a ton of support.
Okay.
And then that happened. And then anyone that was neutral or on the fence was like, yeah, that was pretty badass, bro. The way he was like, fight, fight, fight. And like the picture and the fist and all that.
I didn't know he hadn't made it yet.
No,
but
he hadn't made it yet.
whatever the case is, I feel after that, it was like someone sat him down and said,
You know that was us.
Listen, we missed you. He wasn't supposed to miss, but he missed. So now, you going to do what we
We don't
say.
want to miss you again.
So, if you want to live, here's what's going to happen, And you're
They
going to
say
do
that's-
X, Y, Z. Because
That's what
ever
happened to Kennedy.
since that, it's been a whole different...
So let me ask you this
person.
though. If they had decided to aim for his head, what was he doing that was getting out of line and just been saying, now this guy's a liability?
Well, they knew that he was probably not going to side with them, that he wasn't going to go along with all their decisions.
So he hadn't taken a whole bunch of money already at that point?
I don't know.
I mean, that was already deep into the campaign.
Yeah, but I don't think he had taken yet from like these really like.
But I think, honestly, I'm not saying it wasn't them that tried to take his head off, but I feel that they did a good job of keeping it very hidden, that since the beginning, they were right there. You know what I'm saying? Jared Kushner, you know, who kicks it at Mar-a-Lago. You know, I feel like we just kind of didn't really see that. It was hard to peep.
I think a lot of it has to do with Americans really wanting to see some change here and really wanting to see our country thrive and be number one, be on top like we've always been, right? Or, quote.
It depends on how you look at it. Yeah.
And, you know, and he seemed to have painted the picture of being able to make that happen. So obviously those who were so tired of the nonsense.
Yeah, because the promises are great.
Yeah.
We're not the world's piggy bank. You know, like you're going to have to pay your fair share.
Yeah, so that's what I mean by that.
Germany, we're over there defending you, but you buying cheap oil from Russia. You know.
So that's what I mean. So
tariffs.
I feel like Americans were just so like, we got to figure this out. And it seems like this is the guy who's going to help us figure this out. And so that's who we're going to vote for.
And that's like part of the larger play, which is like, first we're going to do this, and then we're going to do this with this hand. And the left does this, and then the right pushes this. And then we're going to run this person. And then there's a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for? Election stealing.
I mean,
there's a lot of that. There's a lot of cheating.
They did on the right. Candace had, or who
well, they
had
were like
somebody.
Ballot harvesting.
Ballot harvesting, yeah.
But, yes, you know, but it's all how you look at it, right? Like how much of it is theatrics. It's like, well, one side says, we need to show ID so y'all can stop stealing. And the other side is like, hey, that's racist. And it's like, either way, you're going to watch the Super Bowl. You're going to eat them, your soy products. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, we have to survive because we're not homestead. We don't have a garden in the back that we can go pick our stuff from. We still depend on.
Yeah, in other words, it's like y'all are in the matrix. And also watch what you say, because you want to have a career? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh wait, you want to be a public figure? Like, how easy is it to take what you say out of context and label you forever? You know what I'm saying? And watch what you say. Because your channel might get nuked and you might get shadow banned and your numbers don't ever, you don't know why, but they don't ever.
Well, I do wonder about Candace. How come she's always like, they don't ever like, I don't know, her videos, maybe she uses the right words.
I mean, some people might say she's controlled opposition, and so is Nick Fuentes, and so is Alex Jones. It's only how you look at it. But I mean, like I said before, they just gave you crumbs of intel. They just gave you 3 million files. I mean, yes, a lot of it is redacted or whatever, but they're kind of like, hey man, it's pretty much checkmate. It's like when you're playing Connect 4 with your 5-year-old or whatever, right? And it's kind of like, all right, it's your move. Do you see anything? No? Is there anything you see? It's like when they control everything, bro, they putting chemtrails in the air. Half the population is like, dude, you guys are weird for even thinking that. You know, so it's kind of like, good luck making progress.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, good luck making progress with anything.
Yeah, it's like, wait, you still watch TV and believe the government? Oh, man.
And it's crazy that these non-journalists, a fighter, having people on, you know, having people on telling you about all this craziness that's happening. Just random people are the ones telling us and investigating, and, you know, Ian Carroll, you know, like just people that are not a news media are having to dig up things and educate us or tell you what's happening, because again, it goes back to everybody's busy and having to work and having to make $1 out of 15 cents to keep lights on, to have a roof over your head. and you don't have time to go dig up and be. I mean, can you imagine
Bro.
just being on this thing all day long and reading and reading? I mean, I have to stop
Your
sometimes.
cortisol, yeah, your cortisol
I
levels
can't
go
do
up.
it. Sometimes it's just like this is a lot. This is a lot.
Yeah, you gotta take a break.
And it's like everywhere you go. I sometimes like I don't. It's funny. I got a text yesterday from my friend, and she's like telling me about like summer camp stuff, and I'm just like,
The world
I'm
is run by
so-
satanic pedophiles,
I'm
and
like,
we're talking about summer camps.
but I was just like, I'm so glad someone is worried about summer camps than everything else that's
Trying to
happening.
solve,
Like,
yeah.
thank you for sending me a text that has nothing to do with like,
The
have you seen
files.
this? Have you seen that? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I get it because I'm just the same way. Trust.
And guess what? You just said the media is running cover for them. Well, guess what? If Twitter didn't get bought out with under new management, Ian Carroll would be talking to himself in a field.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So like these people, like I told you earlier, some people took all the emails, the Epstein emails, and set it up so that it looks like a Gmail dashboard, like where it operates, where you can press send, and you can see everything that was from the sent. You can go, you can go to inbox, you can search
Sure.
for a word, whatever. They're doing all that, and pretty much the only place. I mean, I'm saying the only place, so I really don't know. But like Twitter is one of the main places where it's actually out. I think there's a lot of stuff on Instagram. TikTok, probably pretty soon, they're going to clamp that down.
You think so?
Well, it's under new ownership. New ownership that probably don't want y'all seeing who all was also, who are all these people connected to? Like, who's Ghislaine's dad? Who is he affiliated with? What countries they work for? Like, basically, it's like dirty games of just straight ruthless power where people are so depraved and power hungry. Like, bro, you want to be a politician that bad? You know what I mean? Like, you're going to go to the... I can see, like, man, this dude, he seemed pretty cool, and he seemed, he invited me to the island. And, I could see if you accidentally, like, man, I thought he was a cool dude. I was on the jet, and it's like, once...
What's the guy that Rogan had on his show? And he said he didn't know, but he was invited. And then after he was like, wait, what's going on here? Dang it.
Was it Brett Weinstein? Or was it a scientist? Because Epstein
He was a Middle Eastern guy. He
Epstein
was
was involved in everything, bro.
Dang it, I don't know. Anyway, it was
Epstein
a clip
had
that
his hands-
someone sent me. Yeah, it's
He
a
had his hand-
lot. Like the kid thing, like the kidnapping, like
Victoria's
kids.
Secret, Abercrombie Fitch.
And why did he give Victoria's Secret to him?
Who gave it to him?
Victoria's Secret owner gave it to Epstein.
He gave Victoria's Secret to Epstein?
Yes, when he died,
I thought
it was
he gave
left to
him
him.
like, oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he just gave him like money, like billions.
No.
We're probably gonna have to talk about this on part 2, but like Epstein's ranch. Why won't they investigate Epstein's ranch, where allegedly they were like breed farm, like growing babies,
And
like
part
slaves?
2 is going to be, I'm going to go down the rabbit hole of, was there really 2 Bidens?
That was in the thing, right? Where it was like, man, homeboy's mask keeps slipping.
I'm going to make a note
2 Bidens, tall Biden and short Biden.
so that I don't forget.
And a lot of people that hate on me voted for Biden. So I'm not going to sit here and give you a hard time like, bro, you didn't even know it was 2 Bidens. Anyway, long story short, it's a crazy ass world.
It really is. And I just kind of feel like if you kind of feel and are on the same wavelength that Chingo and I are on, I think our job is just to kind of come together. I really do. Maybe it's in my pink world that my mom talks about that I've always lived in, because I've never liked to really hear. Like if she was going to tell me a problem about someone, I'd be like, ooh, I don't want to hear about it. She's like, what? I'm just having a conversation. I'm like, yeah, but I just don't want to hear about like, she's like, oh, ¿tú crees que la vida es todo color rosa? I'm like,
Like rose, you see the world through rose-colored glasses.
and I'm just like, yeah, I don't want, because this is what happens. You consume it, and then you're worried about your child's every move. You're just like watching everything that they're like, oh, why did that person say that to them? Weirdo. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm at gymnastics, like watching her coach's hand. Like, where's it?
No, yeah,
Okay, where is it
as you
going?
should.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like the craziest
As
thing.
you should.
And it's just like I'm just constantly watching, and if she says something, why did you say that? What did you watch? I'm like constantly like, oh, where did you hear that from? How do you know that song, Penny? Where did you? And it's just kind of like,
Well,
damn.
but guess what though? I would argue that that's good because I feel like, for example, when you were saying about like all this division,
Yeah.
the way I look at some of this division is I look at the world as we are under attack. You don't. So just base level, a lot of my actions and thoughts and ideas are not going to compute to you. I believe we are under attack on multiple fronts. You live in another world. You think I'm crazy because of certain things that I believe, you know? But that alone is a big, like, I believe we're under attack. That's why a lot of my shit don't make sense to you.
That's Shingo why he did that with the.
Yeah.
Ask him.
I got it from my wife.
It's a sign language. That's like, you really, like, that means you're really drawing the line. Like, you know, like you draw the line. You draw the line there. Yeah, I just like, I'm careful. Like, even sometimes I'll catch myself when something a parent that I'm talking to will say something where I know I can already tell how they see things, right? And I just have to come back as like, okay,
Forgive them, Father, for they do not know.
I just kind of feel like you have to remember they don't have to agree with you. You know what I'm saying? And I really do have to tell myself that. And
I mean,
it's
yeah,
like,
some people
and
think
accept
dinosaurs are real.
Accept it.
And
Like
we're
you
on
just,
a ball that's spinning.
and that's fine because I still low key still don't know that we're on a flat earth.
So Marisol believes that the ocean wraps itself around this ball. Like she believes that oceans bend and curve.
That could be why there's waterfalls.
Water will fall on this flat, you know what I'm saying? Water will fall. There's going to be different levels to where it wants to find its level.
I'm not there yet.
Like in a bowl.
I'm not there yet, guys.
Water
okay?
always wants to find its level.
I am not there yet, but I'll get there.
So let me ask you this. When they go back to the moon, hopefully one of them astronauts could pull out their little phone.
Yeah, I don't know about the moon thing. I don't know
Okay.
about the moon thing.
Well, let's just say one of these space missions. I need one of y'all to pull y'all's phone out and take a picture, a for real picture of the Earth. Don't feed me no Photoshop, CGI, copy paste clouds, where the clouds say sex in the clouds. Take a picture of it spinning, real fast. How it's going like this. Take a picture of it since you up there.
Yeah, I don't know that we really went up there. That one I don't believe.
So let me know when you get past the firmament.
I don't think we really went up to. I don't think we did that. But I don't think that the man, like a man landed on the moon. Like I don't believe any of that. But I don't know that I'm not 100% sold about. Although I did
haven't
watch
even looked into
something.
it, though.
I have. There's a guy, not Oliveira. Is the
Tyler?
Tyler Olvera. He did one on the flat Earth. He went to a flat Earth convention to see if they can convince him.
That's always gone because that's a psyop.
Oh, the
Flat Earth. There's this first thing you Google. Who owns Google? If you Google flat Earth, do you think they're gonna show you the real shit? Or
Oh no! I'm saying he went to a convention, like an organization that talks about the flat Earth.
It's probably
and
bullshit.
He went there to debate them.
To make them look crazy?
Yes, and he was like,
I'm sure it was easy.
and so
'cause
he
that's
was
what
like,
they're there
no.
for.
Well, this guy, like, that's what he does. He dedicates himself to like explaining and doing the research about the flat Earth.
Like the way Neil deGrasse Tyson is dedicated to science.
I mean, they're
So-
agreeing with your flat Earth theory. I don't understand.
But they probably use weird arguments to make it look dumb.
I mean, I don't know. It
Like
didn't-
I'll put it to you like this: he ain't talked to Eddie Bravo.
okay.
He went to the convention that the same one, Flat Earth Society.
Maybe I don't remember the name.
It's a big old psyop. It's the main one that they.
Well-
Google's like, oh, we gave you permission to search for it. Here you go.
Well,
yeah.
I just know like the things that they were saying were some of the things that I've already heard from you. So that then I was like, okay, he didn't fall for. He was like, I still don't believe it. It's going to take more than me coming here to believe that the world, that the Earth is flat.
Meanwhile, he has no proof that it's round and it's spinning.
My thing is, I need to keep reading the Bible because I'm sure it has it in the Bible.
Yeah, I think the Bible does have a lot of like flat Earth references.
Yeah, I'm
the
sure it does. That's what I'm saying. Like
waters above, waters
I'd
below.
like to, I'm going to continue to read the Bible because I feel like my answer is there. Just like I feel like it's got the answers to everything. And I just want God to tell me, like.
Because back then, them people was running around. Be careful with the mic.
Oh.
Them people were running around being satanic way back then. And they did not die off. Thousands of years later, they if I'm not mistaken, in the files, somebody fact check me, and I'll end my part with this. And I've heard this, like the deeper you dig down a lot of these rabbit holes, you start to realize that Jesus is real and that they really do hate him. Jesus is real, and they really do hate him. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even know how to beat that.
I mean,
it's just facts. It's just facts. Christ is king.
And what's his name? Levin, the dude from TMZ. He's in the files talking about he's a very, very close friend, very, very good friend. And the reference to him in the email was, my good friend Harvey he can help run cover in the media. So these large swaths of institutions in our matrix, in our existence, the media, the government, celebrity worship needs to die like today. Like that's part of my bias against us propping up. Don't get me wrong, Bad Bunny, good music, whatever. Titi me preguntó, banger, okay? No eres bebecita. Yeah, bebecita, bebesota. But you're a useful idiot and you're a pawn. And the only reason you're there is because you're going to parrot what they need you to parrot. Otherwise, they'll get another talented Puerto Rican. He ain't the only one.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
He ain't the only one. Es una mina de talento, bro. Papi, te estoy diciendo. All right, we went over our hour.
On that note, y'all, come see me this Sunday at the Esplanade from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. I got a ton of new jewelry in, all made by female artisans from Colombia. Really cool jewelry that I just got exclusively made for Valentine's Day. So.
And join me on the
Nostalgia
We Are
tour?
Ruled by Satanic Pedophiles
Oh
tour.
my
I'm just
gosh.
kidding.
Bro, come on.
Management about to have a chat with me. Well, shit, let's just delete this whole episode then. Nostalgia Tour, February 12th, Kingsville, Texas. February 13th, Edinburgh. February 21st, Immokalee, Florida. Get your tickets now at chinglebling.com.
Bye.
Peace.
All right.
All right,
That
so
was-
we're on a list.
Okay.